Hello and welcome to this month's sales tip, the sales tip for November 2012. My name is Tim Royds and I'm director of Highclear, a company that provides sales consultancy and sales training services both in the UK and internationally, but focused purely on the B2B sector. It's a typical autumnal British rainy day. Very appropriate for this month's tip because it's all about that old saying, which is the best time to fix the roof is when the sun is shining. You know, it starts raining heavily like it is today and it's all a bit too late. The rain comes through the roof. Now if you fix the roof when the sun's shining, it's a lot more pleasant doing it for one thing, but you've got more time on the job as well, which means that you do it properly, you do it once. That's a lot better than simply quickly putting in a temporary fix knowing full well you're going to have to return to the job at some point in the future. You know, wise property owners, what they do is they constantly inspect their property, making sure that there are not going to be any problems arising in the future. And they don't ask the wife and kids if there's any problems because, they don't know. It's not their job to see if there's a hole in the roof. The first thing they'll know is when the water starts coming through. And then, of course, it's going to be the property owner who gets the blame for it. The wise property owner, they actually inspect the property for themselves. What's all this got to do with selling, you're probably asking yourself. Well, quite a lot if you think about B2B ongoing business relationships, account management, because this is exactly what wise and successful account managers do. They fix the hole in the roof when the sun's shining. Isn't it the case that all too often niggly little problems within accounts, they're not looked after, they're not fixed, and eventually they get so big that the problem needs fixing, and it needs fixing fast. Then you've got a big issue because you could be in peril of losing that particular account. Now what the wise account managers do is they don't wait for the water to proverbially come pouring through the roof. They constantly inspect the account and the relationship to make sure there aren't going to be any problems. And if they see problems, they fix them there and then, quickly, before they become big ones. And they don't simply ask the potentially the buyer who they normally work with or simply one or two contacts. They take the time and trouble to speak with everybody who's involved with the proposition that they're selling, which could be inspection, delivery, whoever it is, because they want to make sure that they have spotted all of the problems in advance. Here's a second saying for you. It's a little bit cheesy, but isn't it true? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And doing these things is a fantastic way to demonstrate that you really care for the customer as well. So this month's sales tip. 3 specific actions I'd like you to take, please. Action number 1. Could you please make sure that you in an ongoing way are liaising with the key contacts within your account. Ask them proactively about how the relationship is going from their point of view, and in particular ask them about what things are important for them. Number 2, don't just rely on 1 or 2 key contacts. Look around in the account to everybody who embraces and is involved with the solution that you provide. Make sure that there aren't any problems. And number 3, if you do spot something that needs fixing, fix it before it becomes a big problem. Fix the roof when the sun's shining. Look forward to seeing you next month, when hopefully it won't be raining quite like this.